Our journeys may differ, but the human desire to belong is universal. Hi, I'm Hema Ramanathan, a teacher educator, an author, a scribbler, a podcaster now, and as someone amusingly called me once, a pedagogical polymath. Welcome to the Hema Zone, where I build bridges across diverse perspectives and cultures. This series, I talk with people who have caught their second wind and are reinventing themselves. Today, I bring to you virtually a 100-year-old super senior whose energy, intelligence, and zest for life have not abated. He's translated the entire Valmiki Ramayana into English, word for word, handwritten the 24,000 shlokas 6 times, written numerous commentaries on it, and published different books on different aspects of the Ramayana, apart from short stories. Here's one of L. Swaminathan's short stories, Carrot Halwa by L. Swaminathan. There's a saying in English, beyond Hyde Park, all is a desert. To the die-hard Britisher, all culture centered around London. There's no such saying in Madras, but every Madrasi, particularly the Mylapurian, believes that there is no culture beyond the city of Madras. But I suppose a Mysorean thinks likewise. So does a Bengali. India has many, many states and cities, you get me? I was hardly 17 when I packed my baggage to shift to the north from Madras. Along with baggage, I had some well-packed baggage ideas that I carried with me as well. After all, I'd lived in Madras, the city of culture, for 17 years. Even in just a few days, I had the fortune to make some friends in Delhi. One such was Prasad. He was just over 30. He held a key position in a leading daily, the Hindustan Times in Delhi. I was, of course, always patronizing whenever we met. After all, I'd come from the land of culture, the land of the Hindu. Can anyone begin his day without the Hindu or a cup of coffee? Can there be any better breakfast than hot idli chutney mulagapudi? I tried to initiate Prasad into the South Indian way of life, of culture. One Sunday afternoon, my friend Prasad suggested that we take a drive to the oldest part of the city, Old Delhi, Chandni Chowk. After a drive in his rickety car, we strolled along this busy section of Old Delhi. He took me to a sweet shop for some tea and nourishment. I could not expect coffee. It was all tea here. My friend talked at length about the history of Old Delhi, particularly Chandni Chowk. Sam, do you know that some of these shops have been in existence for over 4 centuries? They have a long history, etc., etc. I just smiled. When we reached the sweet little shop, we were greeted by a burly man with a large smile. Ah, Prasadji, my dost. Nice to see you again. And your friend who may be who? This was how he greeted me at a tea shop. Even while we entered the shop and sat on a stool, this burly owner of the sweet shop had ordered 2 large plates of carrot halwa, and the server placed these before us along with glasses of sharbat. Tea came later. I'd had halwas before, but for a man coming from Tirunelveli, it is Tirunelveli halwa that is unique, special. No halwas can match that. I took a small portion of the carrot halwa and ate it in small bites. Unlike my friend Prasad, I did not go after it. He was practically devouring the full plate and was awaiting another plate. I ate as though condescending to eat. Prasad naturally asked me about the sweets of Madras, and naturally, the Nilveli halwa came in for praise from me. Just about to take leave of this burly man, and after some small talk with him, Prasad took out his purse and was about to pay him when the burly shopkeeper stopped him. No, Prasad Bhai, I will not take money from you today. I heard your Madrasi friend. Although I have not studied English, I can understand. We have customers from all over the globe, you see. Your Madrasi friend was not entirely pleased with my carrot halwa. Eating my halwa, his thoughts were only on his own halwa. No, I cannot take money from you today. And this old shop owner added, Prasad Bhai, you tell your friend, the only halwa I know is carrot halwa that I learned to make from my grandfather as a boy. Perhaps I have to learn more in perfecting this halwa. When I got back into the car to drive back home, during the 20-minute drive with Prasad, he was at the wheel, I was totally silent. I was ashamed of myself. I had become wiser. Gone was my arrogance. This Maharaj, Shopwala, had taught me there is halwa beyond Tirunelveli halwa. There is life beyond life in Mylapore. There is music beyond Tyagaraja. None in this world has a monopoly. To each his own. It isn't surprising that Sri L. Swaminathan's story circles back to a life well lived and remembered through food. Because nostalgia isn't just memory, it is sensory. We don't summon it, it finds us. And suddenly, we're somewhere else, some other time. Smell, especially, is complicated and simple at the same time. Along with touch and taste, our olfactory system is fully developed at birth. But smell is unique. It is the only sense whose signal travels directly to both the brain's emotional center, the amygdala, and the memory hub, the hippocampus. Emotion and memory are connected early. Is it any wonder that some of our most powerful memories come from childhood and arrive unannounced through smell? There's a name for this, the Proust Effect, after Marcel Proust and his reference to Madeleine and tea. Refers to the specific way a specific scent can trigger a memory, vivid, involuntary memory. For me, it's jasmine. The smell of jasmine takes me straight to my grandmother's garden, where it grew by the basketful. Jasmine was everywhere. Fragrance didn't just fill the air, it clung to us. Our very hair smelt of it. Time, however, has its own ways. Allergies change that. No perfumes, even jasmine flowers are now off limits for me. The body moves on. Memory doesn't. There's another smell I've never been able to recreate, pure sandalwood. After my grandfather finished his puja, the scent would fill the house. His forehead bore the cool mark of fragrant sandalwood paste. Today, sandalwood of that purity is illegal or simply unavailable. But the memory lingers. And food. Food carries smell like nothing else. Walk into almost any Indian American household and you'll smell the spices before you through the front door. That honestly is one of our biggest domestic battles. How not to have the carpet and the clothes in the closet smell of asafoetida. And yet, we love that smell because it is home. It's the reminder that we can add coriander and masala powder to scrambled eggs and call it egg burji. Just like mother used to make on Sundays, eaten with hot parathas. Our food. Food carries memory through both taste and smell. Taste, in fact, is the second most fully developed sensory system at birth. So now, combine taste with smell, and it's no surprise that food plays a central role in our emotional well being. Comfort food, what we were fed as children, especially when we were sick. There's a reason chicken soup for the soul exists across cultures. Everyone has their version. For me, it was rasam. Rasam cured everything, or so it seemed. Fever, cold, exhaustion. You didn't have to be hungry to eat rasam. You just had to be alive. But there's one exception in my life: lemon rasam. I once had jaundice, and for 6 long months, lemon rasam was almost all I could have. Comfort slowly turned into endurance. I never want to see it again. Some things heal you forever, something heal you once, and that's enough. And then there's potato roast. Never everyday food when we were growing up. Sundays, holidays, guests, celebration. Not so nowadays, of course, and yet potato roast signals an occasion. It still feels festive. What I love most is how this feeling travels across generations. My nephew by adoption, Siddharth Vijayaraghavan, was returning to India after 4 whole months away in the US. When asked what he wanted for his first meal back, he didn't hesitate. Potato roast perima. Some things never grow stale. And maybe that is the point. Nostalgia isn't about wanting to go back. It's about acknowledging that we were there, that we lived fully, that tastes, sounds, and smells shaped us long before we noticed they were doing so. Some things fade, some things disappear, but some things, like potato roast or jasmine in your hair, never grow old. They wait, because a scent is never just a smell. It's a time capsule, a doorway, a quiet reminder of where we've been. Thanks for walking with me in and out of your memory maze. Share this podcast. Follow the Hema Zone on Instagram. Catch me on Facebook at the Hema Zone. And scribble me a note on my webpage at thehemazone.com about your food memories and your food preferences. For the next 3 months, on the third Wednesday, in this new series, Second Wind Creative Journeys at Sunset, I'll be talking to people who have designed sustained, spirited, creative journeys through the years of quiet retirement. The first Wednesday of every month will nurture the curious, empathetic child in all of us, the part of ourselves that isn't afraid to explore, dare, take risks, and celebrate both success and failure, whatever be our age.